UC San Diego. Destiny in their own hands here. Oh my God, that guy got demolished.
Triton Gaming is essentially the one-stop shop for all things gaming related at UC San Diego's campus. And so our community currently has about 500 active community members.
We provide events such as tournaments, casual meetups, socials, in order for people in our school to meet up with other people of the same interests and share the same passions.
It started off as a group of friends that were just looking to play video games together, but as they saw the community around them grow, they decided to start hosting events and tournaments to kind of bring the larger community together.
Little did they know, they started scheduling hangouts, socials, all that stuff, and it just grew into something called Triton Gaming today.
We are still devoted to the same mission of bringing together gamers all across San Diego and all across campus together to play video games together.
Triton Gaming has progressed from just hanging out with fellow gamers to competing in and winning tournaments in a number of games against other universities.
As far as the games that Triton Gaming is involved in, we have 15 divisions.
So our competitive teams are Overwatch, League, Dota, StarCraft. These are the biggest teams so far, and these are the teams that have accomplished the highest titles.
Our teams from those games have consistently been placing top 16 in the past 5 or so years on a national level.
I am head of the Overwatch division actually, and recently we actually scored first place in an invitational tournament by LA Valiant, and we also beat one of our major rivals, UCI, and that was a huge victory for us.
Collegiate esports teams aren't as easy to rank as football or basketball squads. The games they play are ever-changing, so it's difficult to decide which program is the best in the country. However, right now, there seems to be a clear number one.
Right now, UCI is definitely the biggest name in collegiate esports, simply by the fact that their program is the most developed. They have a lot of academic programs as well as their competitive support for their teams.
The current landscape of collegiate esports, it's definitely, we have really premier universities such as University of Irvine, University of California, Berkeley. These two are definitely shining examples of great esports programs that we want to emulate.
Some colleges are now recognizing esports as a legitimate sport along with the other sports programs they have, so they're starting to offer scholarships to some of the esports players.
Collegiate esports itself is growing at a very fast rate. Every year there are tons of new schools that are joining TESPA, which is essentially the main collegiate organization for esports, and it's growing year over year, and people see that.
UCSD's team hopes to join the growing number of university-sanctioned teams across the country, and they're hoping to progress from an on-campus club to being one of the esports squads that is supported by the university, with the official name of UCSD Esports.
UCSD Esports is currently a work in progress. It's kind of a partnership between Triton Gaming and UCSD Recreation.
We've been really lucky to work with the recreation department, and our talks have been going actually really well.
We've been working together with UCSD administration to ensure that our players are given the opportunity to compete against the best esports programs in the country.
We're working with them to establish a practice facility on campus for our players, much like how basketball players have a court on campus, football players have a football field. We want to have a space on campus for our athletes to be able to compete consistently at the highest level.
School all together, though. What was that?
In terms of the larger esports landscape, I believe that we have the potential to grow our competitive teams because we've had a lot of competitive success in the past.
UC Irvine's esports program has been developing over the past 5 or 10 years, so it's more developed than ours is, and it's something we're definitely looking to emulate.
UCI was actually one of the schools I wanted to go to because of their strong esports program. I've actually visited the campus. They do have a very nice esports arena. We're working towards that right now.
Right now, they're at the position where they're able to offer scholarship money to their competing esports athletes, and that's definitely the biggest thing that we want to be able to offer for our athletes as well in the coming years.
We believe that with these tools moving forward, we can definitely take the spot right next to UCI as being one of the leaders in the collegiate esports space.
With the school's administrative support, we'll go even further, and hopefully we match up to UCI, which is the school that is the leading school currently in esports.
With newfound support and a brief history of winning, the UCSD esports team has lofty goals for the future.
I see Triton Gaming being definitely within California as the strongest esports and gaming program. I believe that our competitive teams will be able to not only do well on like a varsity level, but also develop JV programs and even mentor like high schools in the area.
Triton Gaming is amazing as it is now, but with the efforts that we're putting in to make sure that it's going to go even further, we'll go far.
In 5 years, Triton Gaming, we want to be an established brand nationally. When people think about, oh, what are some of the greatest esports organizations at the college level in the country, we want Triton Gaming to really be up there.